Genesis 10, often called the Table of Nations, tells the story of where people went after the Great Flood. It's like a family tree, a very big family tree for the whole world. Imagine its branches reaching out, spreading across the globe, touching every corner of the earth. From the roots of Noah's family, new growth emerged, reaching far and wide. This chapter begins with Noah's 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. From these 3 sons, the entire world was populated. Think of it, the whole world springing forth from these 3 branches of Noah's family tree. This is a story of new beginnings. This chapter holds a special importance. It explains how people spread across the earth, forming different groups and nations. It's a story of migration and the beginnings of diverse cultures. It's a story of how we all became who we are today. It's the story of our shared human heritage. The chapter first lists the sons of Japheth. Japheth's sons and their families journeyed to the lands we know today as Europe and Asia. Picture them traveling, perhaps by foot, perhaps by boat, exploring new lands and settling down, making new homes in unfamiliar territories. They faced many challenges, but they persevered. As they settled in these new lands, they developed different languages and unique cultures. Think about how different languages sound, how different customs and traditions emerge over time. These differences enrich the human experience. Some of Japheth's descendants became skilled seafarers, venturing across the oceans. Imagine their ships sailing across the vast expanse of water, discovering new islands and continents. This illustrates how humanity began to spread far and wide, exploring and inhabiting new territories. They adapted to different environments, learning to live in various climates and landscapes. From snowy mountains to scorching deserts, they learned to survive and thrive, showing the remarkable adaptability of humankind. Their journeys led to the development of distinct customs and traditions, shaping the diverse tapestry of human culture. Think of the rich variety of human experience, the different ways people live and celebrate life around the world. Next, the chapter tells of Ham's sons. Ham's sons and their families journeyed to Africa and the Middle East. These regions hold significant historical importance, including the land of Egypt, a land of pharaohs and pyramids, a land of ancient wonders. The chapter also mentions Nimrod, a powerful hunter and a skilled builder of cities. Imagine Nimrod, a strong and influential leader, organizing people and building great cities, leaving his mark on the ancient world. Nimrod is known for building cities like Babel, a place that will become important later in the biblical narrative. Babel, a city of ambition and aspiration, will play a key role in the story of humanity. It represents a significant moment in human history. It's crucial to remember that this chapter has been misinterpreted and misused throughout history to justify prejudice. Sadly, people have twisted the words of this chapter to support their own harmful biases. It's important to understand that the Bible does not support any form of prejudice or discrimination based on ethnicity or origin. God loves all people equally, regardless of their background or where they come from. All people are created equal in God's eyes. We are all part of the same human family, connected by our shared ancestry. The chapter then turns to the sons of Shem. Shem's descendants mostly settled in the Middle East, a region rich in history and spiritual significance, a cradle of civilization. This is the lineage of Abraham, a central figure in the Bible. Abraham, the father of faith, will play a crucial role in God's plan for humanity. He is a pivotal figure in the biblical narrative. One of Shem's descendants is named Peleg. During Peleg's lifetime, the earth was divided. This division could refer to the confusion of languages at Babel, or perhaps even to the separation of the continents, a topic of much discussion and interpretation among scholars and theologians. They continue to debate the precise meaning of this division. Regardless of the specific meaning, it signifies a significant change in the early world. It marks a turning point in the story of humanity, a moment of profound transformation. The chapter concludes by reminding us that all these people, all these nations, descended from Noah's family. They spread across the earth after the flood, populating the world, bringing new life to every corner of the globe. Imagine the world slowly being filled with people, new communities springing up in every corner of the globe. This emphasizes the interconnectedness of humanity. It paints a picture of one big global family. We all share a common ancestry, tracing our roots back to the same source. We are all connected, all part of the same human story, sharing a common thread that binds us together. Genesis 10 is more than just a list of names. In ancient times, family trees or genealogies held great significance. They established lines of authority and inheritance. They showed who belonged to which family and who had the right to rule. Other cultures used family trees to elevate their kings and rulers, claiming divine descent or special status. They wanted to show that their rulers were special, chosen by the gods, set apart from ordinary people. But Genesis 10 presents a different perspective. It shows that everyone, regardless of their nation or status, comes from the same family. We are all equal, all descendants of Noah. This is a radical departure from other ancient narratives where different gods created different people. Genesis affirms that there is one God, the creator of all humanity. We are all God's children, equally loved and valued, regardless of our differences. Genesis 10 provides a glimpse into the early migrations of humanity. Families ventured into new territories, establishing new homes and communities. They faced challenges and hardships, but they also built new lives and new societies. They showed remarkable resilience and determination. They developed new languages and distinct cultures, adding to the rich tapestry of human experience. The names in this chapter offer clues to their journeys and settlements. Each name tells a story, a fragment of the larger human narrative. This movement, this migration, is a fundamental aspect of human history. People adapt to new environments, learn new skills, and build new societies. It is a story of resilience, adaptation, and the constant striving for a better life, a testament to the human spirit. Genesis 1 reminds us that God created humankind in His own image. This means every person carries inherent worth and dignity. We are all reflections of God's own image, bearers of His divine spark. Genesis 10 reinforces this truth by showing how everyone descends from Noah. It doesn't matter where you come from or what your background is. Everyone is important and valuable in God's eyes. This was a revolutionary idea, especially in ancient times when certain groups were often considered superior to others. The Bible challenges this notion, proclaiming the equality of all people. We are all equal members of the human family, deserving of respect and dignity. This idea of universal human connection is echoed throughout the Bible. The Apostle Paul, for example, taught that all people descend from one man, Adam. This shared ancestry should inspire us to treat everyone with kindness and respect. We should see each other as brothers and sisters united by our common heritage. We should celebrate the rich diversity of human cultures, recognizing the unique contributions of each group. Every culture has something valuable to offer, a unique perspective on the human experience. This diversity enriches us all. Genesis 10 holds profound relevance for us today. In our increasingly interconnected world, understanding and cooperation are essential. We live in a global village, and we need to learn to live together in peace and harmony. Genesis 10 reminds us that we are all part of one global family. We need to work together, building bridges of understanding and peace. We need to overcome our differences and embrace our shared humanity. We must strive to create a world where everyone feels valued and respected. This chapter also encourages us to reflect on our own identities and journeys. It reminds us that migration is a normal part of the human experience. Throughout history, people have moved to new places seeking better opportunities, escaping hardship, or simply exploring new horizons. Migration is a story of courage, resilience, and the pursuit of a better future. It is a story that continues to unfold today. Ultimately, Genesis 10 reveals God's care and concern for all people. God is involved in every person's story, regardless of their background or location. God loves all people and desires for them to live together in peace and harmony. God's love extends to every corner of the earth, embracing every member of the human family. God's love knows no bounds. Genesis 10 is a valuable chapter to contemplate. It reminds us of our shared humanity and the importance of kindness and cooperation. It calls us to embrace our diversity and work together for a better future. In the next chapter, we will explore the story of the Tower of Babel, a powerful illustration of what happens when people fail to work together and choose division over unity. The story of Babel teaches us a valuable lesson about the importance of humility and cooperation. It warns us of the dangers of pride and division. Before time was measured, a story began. Sacred Narratives brings that story to life. And what you hear today is only a fragment. Unlock the full experience on Spotify, audiobooks.com, Everand, Rakuten Kobo, B, and N Audiobooks. Tune in, Baker and Taylor, Bibliotheca, Overdrive, and the Sacred Narrative app. The full journey is waiting. Please like and subscribe.